Okay, hi. Myself Naveen Kumar Saini, Assistant Professor in Ajay Kumar Engineering College in ECE department. So today we are going to discuss in the course of wireless and mobile communication code REC 085. The topic which we are going to discuss today, that is evolution of mobile radio communication fundamentals. So before going into detail, first of all I just want to come to the point why we require this. Our requirement or the motivation is, so whatever data we have, that we call the big data. So for that, how we can use that data in this wireless communication. Okay. So there are basically few factors which is very important through which this different evolution takes place, like cell coverage, spectral efficiency and utilization of the frequency. So these are the resources we can say. So based on this, these developments takes place. Okay. So in this today, as we will come to the introduction part. So what is the wireless? Basically wireless is what? This word wireless is a dictionary defined which having the no wires. Okay. So as the two types of communication, wired or wireless. So today we are going to discuss about the some evolution part where the wireless come into existence. Okay. So wireless is the term which is to describe any computer network where there is no physical wired communication part, okay, between the sender and receiver. So it means there is no link between the physical link between the transmitter and the receiver. So the wireless basically wireless network utilizes specific equipments. For that one we use the NICs, okay, and routers in place of wires. So for this one we will go for the evolution part now, because as we are in the starting part. So first is the 1G technology. So G stand for the generation. So this is the first generation technology. So 1G, it refers to the first generation of the wireless telephonic technology. So this is the mobile telecommunication part, which is the first. It was introduced in the 1980. Okay, and it is completed in the 1990s. So in every 10 years the new generation comes into existence, and these generations comes based on the evolution in the wireless technology. Okay. So but in the first G of technology, the speed was the 2.4 kbps, and it allows the voice call in the one country, and 1G network use the analog signals only. There is no digital signal concept was there. So the one of the example of the first G or 1G or first generation technology is the AMPS, and it was launched in the USA in the 1G mobile system. But there was some drawback of the 1G. So what was those drawback? The first is the poor voice quality, poor battery life, large phone size, no security, and the limited capacity or poor handoff reliability. Okay. So all these points which we have covered. So these all are the basic drawbacks of the 1G. Now come to the next part, that is the second technology, 2G. We call it as a 2G. So 2G is a second generation technology. So this is 2G technology which is referred to the second generation, and it is based on the GSM. So it was launched in the Finland in the year 1991. So this 2G network, it uses the digital signals, and it is data speed was up to 64 kbps. So this was also a very low data rate of the 2G technology. So what are the basic features which is included in the 2G technology? So this was it enables the services such as text messages, picture messages, and the MMS, multimedia messages. But it is little bit more advanced as compared to the 1G technology, where the capacity and quality was less, but we are using the analog signal. Here we are the quality and the capacity is more, or the coverage is little bit more as compared to 1G of technology. Okay, so this is the basic features of the 2G technology. So again there is some drawback. So of the 2G technology, so 2G it requires strong digital signals to help mobile phones it works. If there is no network coverage in any specific area, then digital signal would be weak. So this is the limitation you can say of the 2G technology. Okay. So these systems which are unable to handle complex data as the videos. As I just said in the beginning, we are talking about the big data. Okay. So big data comprise a more number of bits at a time we have to send it. Okay. So it may be in terms of text, it may be in terms of videos. So based on this we require more and more coverage, more and more capacity to hold it. Okay. So but it will not be carried out by the 2G of technology. But this is the backbone you can say of the evolution of the different versions of the different generations. So this is little bit this is the one comparison model. You can see the what different type of models were present when the 1G wireless system was there or the 2G wireless systems are there. So this was the systems which are covered the 1G, and this type of mobiles it having the 2G wireless systems. Now after the 2G of the technology, there was 2.5 G technology was there, or the 2.5 generation technology. So this 2.5 technology, it is between the 2G and the 3G or the third generation of the mobile technology. This is again 3G is the more advanced as compared to 2.5, so which we will discuss in the next slide. Okay, but before that we will discuss about 2.5G, or we call it as edge technologies also inbuilt into the 2.5G technology. Okay, so this 2.5G technology is described as a 2G cellular technology combined with the GPRS. Okay, so they are the features which include in the 2.5G technology. There is a phone calls, send receive email messages, web browsing, speed that is 64 to 144 kbps, and the camera phones are also came into existence when the 2.5G technology was there. Okay. So it takes a time of 6 to 8 minutes, 6 to 9 minutes to download a 3 minutes of video. Okay. So this is one of the evolution of that. Now come to the next technology, that is the 3G. So this 3G technology comprise it is third generation, and it was proposed into the 2000 right in 2000 year this 3G technology come into the existence. Okay. So what are the advancement in the 3G as compared to 1G, 2G or 2.5G? That is the data transmission speed. Okay. So as I said, the data transmission is one of the major factor in the evolution of mobile or wireless communication. Okay. So speed is up to from 144 kbps to 2.2 mbps. This is the data speed which is in the 3G of technology. So typically smartphones, these are one of the example which everyone knows about the 3G technology which have. So in the picture you can see these are the smartphones which came into in 2000 onwards, in the year of 2000 onwards. So which we are using is till now itself, but there is advancement in that. Okay. So the smartphones which have the feature which increase its bandwidth and the data transfer. So I talking about the capacity, it means I am talking about the bandwidth. Okay. So the bandwidth and the data transfer, these are the major factor which came into the 3G of technology. Okay. So applications is mentioned like web based applications and audio and video files transfer can take place in a jiffy manner. Now there are some more features of the 3G technology. So what are the features? So these features which provide the faster communication, send and receive large email messages, there is a high speed web more security, video conferencing, 3G gaming, TV streaming, mobile TV, phone calls, and the large capacities and broadband capabilities also inbuilt into the 3G technology. And it takes the 11 second to 1.5 minute time to up to 11 second to 1.5 minutes to download a 3-minute MP3 song. This is just for example, but as we are we just use this 3G technology in our phones, and more compatibility of the more next generation also is our requirement now. So, as the evolution we go for it, then drawbacks also there. So, some limitations in the 3G of technology is also there. So, what are the limitations or the drawbacks? It is very expensive fees for the 3G license services, okay, because if you are using some unlicensed band, so for that one we have to pay for it, and there is the expensive fees for that, okay. So, fees we have to pay, then we can use it. It was the challenge, and a challenge is infrastructure for the 3G system. So, because we had to accommodate more number of mobile phones or user equipments or the users in a given area, so we have to use a we have to deploy the more number of base stations, okay. So, infrastructure between connecting the base stations, we use some more wires, more connecting wires, so the cost will increase, okay. So, we require some more advancement in the 3G, okay. So, in that another limitation is the high bandwidth requirement is there, because we want, as we are using the smartphone, so more number of data we can accommodate. So, for that we require the more number of high bandwidth must be high. So, this limitation will carry on in all the other coming generations, but as a research going on, so we can use we can improve the given bandwidth, we can use the more we can accommodate more number of data, or we can use the more resources, right. And second is the expensive 3G phones and the large phones. So, size was very large to accommodate the more component into the smartphone. So, these are some drawbacks, because we human being always try that the things which should be miniaturized, okay. So, small cells we required. So, for that one we have to compact the mobile phone, and it means we have to compact the technology on a chip. So, now come to the 4G of technology. So, we always say this is our requirement, wherever we go we can use it, or wherever we go, or anytime anywhere, if we want this type of applications. So, for that one the generation 4G comes into existence. The example for this one is LTE, long term evolution, okay. So, this after the 2000 year, in 2000s, in this year onwards, this 4G come into existence along with the 3G itself, because research was going on after the 3G or 3.5G. So, 3.9 and the 4G of technology, 4G technology came into existence. So, what are the benefits, or you can say what are the features of that? First, very important is the data speed. You can say the speed, that is 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps. This is our theoretical speed, but in practical it will be in between 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps. To achieve this 1 Gbps, we have to go for the more and more advancement. So, the one basic term that describe 4G is the magic. So, what are the magic is there? I mean, what are the features of carried into the 4G of technology? One, mobile multimedia. Then, anytime, anywhere, this is our requirement. This is our main motto. This was our main motto towards 4G of technology. Then, global mobility support, that wherever you go in one country to another country, that speed and this number should be compatible with that. Next is the integrated wireless solution, customized personal services, and it is also known as the mobile broadband everywhere. So, these all are the terms which motivated us for going on through the 4G of technology. So, this one is about more promising thing in the 4G of technology. As we said, the high quality of service, high security, which is the major factor in the 4G of technology. Some more features also include like security, speed, capacity, and the cost per bit, because every bit which we transmit from through different modulation schemes, in that case the cost will be you have to pay. So, now we want to accommodate more number of bits, for that the cost will be very into consideration. So, this is one of the main features which come into which includes in the 4G of technology. So, again there is some drawbacks and of 4G of technology. So, that is the battery which use, that is more, I mean the capacity of the battery must be high in mAh. It is very hard to implement, and it need more complicated hardware, and expensive equipment is also required to implement the next generation networks. Okay, so this is the comparison table between the 3G and the 4G. So, the basic difference between 3G and 4G is the data transfer and the signal quality. So, when we talk about a signal quality, it means we are talking about the different modulation schemes. Okay. So, what are the different comparison table I just mentioned here? Technology, that is the 3G and 4G. Data transfer rate for the 3G is 3.1 Mbps, this is the highest, but in the case of 4G it is 100 Mbps. Okay. Next, internet services which we use for the 3G, that is the broadband, and for the 4G it is the ultra broadband. Now, like another service, mobile TV resolution, that is very low in the case of 3G, but it is very high in the case of 4G. Next comparison is bandwidth. The bandwidth that is for 3G is the 5 to 20 megahertz, and in the case of 4G it is 100 megahertz, because this 100 megahertz comprises the aggregated bandwidth. Okay. Next is the frequency. The frequency for 3G is 1.6 to 2 gigahertz, and for the 4G it is 2 to 8 gigahertz. Next is the download and upload speed. In the case of 3G it is 4.8 Mbps, and 4G it is, that is 14 Mbps. So, this is the download and upload speed. So, after this evolution from 1 to 2, 2.5, 3, 4G of technology, now come to the next, that is a 5G of technology. So, this 5G technology, it refers to short name of the 5th generation, which was started late 2010s. Okay. So, which complete wireless communication with almost no limitation, because the segregation of the cellular cell is coming to the existence, and how to miniaturize the things on a chip, this also come into the existence. So, it is highly supportable to the 4 times W, that is wireless World Wide Web. So, there are the benefits of the 5G technology, that is high speed, high capacity, 5G technology which provide large broadcasting of data in Gbps. So, there are some applications of the 5G, which is multimedia newspapers. We can use as we read the papers on paper in the mobile phone itself. Okay. So, watch TV programs with the high speed and with the clarity or as to high HD quality. Fine. Now, the faster transmission rate also it was there in the previous technologies, but in this technology it is very fast, data rate is improved, data transmission is improved in the 5G technology. Okay. So, there are different structures also come into the existence, like a coordinated multipoint. This is one of the structure which is used in the 5G technology. Okay. So, here you can see that what are more improvement in that, there is a large mobile phone memory. It is expandable itself. Dialing speed is very fast. There is a clarity in the audio and videos, and it is support interactive multimedia, voice, streaming video, and internet, and 5G is more effective and more attractive because of that. And as I said in the beginning itself, the more data it can be accommodated into the 5G technology very efficiently, utilization of the resources which we have, or scheduling of the things it can perform very easily. Okay, these are some more and more features which is come into the 5G technology. So, this is the comparison table between the 4G and the 5G. So, what are the main features, like in the technology part, that is the switching. In the 4G it was 2000 to 2010, that was the circuit and packet switch was used. Okay. Similarly, in the 5G the same switching technology or scheme was used, that is the circuit and packet. But the more and more very important point in the comparison table is the data rate. That is, for the 4G it is up to 20 Mbps, and in 5G it is up to 1 Gbps, right. So, if we go for the technology which is used, same technology can be used for combination of broadband, LAN, WAN and PAN, similarly in the 5G technology. But another factor which is very important is the communication. More number of antennas can be utilized in the 5G technology. Okay. So, it was compressed in the 4G, but it is more and more antennas can be accommodated on a system in 5G. This is one of the advancement. So, these are the evolution of 1G to 5G. In the mobile phones, as we have used, I have used from 3G onwards, but few of old men have used 1G, 2G itself. Okay. So, it was a very costly phones, 1G phone, 2G phone, these are very costly, but the 3G, 4G, its cost is reduced, because this was one of the factor in the evolution of 1G to 5G. The cost is reduced, data rate is increased, and the utilization of our application, utilization of applications which we are using like video and audio, it is improved in the different generations of the mobile phones. So, these are the this is in one chart when the mobile radio communication come into existence in 1934, who are using that. Previously it is 1934 police radio uses the conventional AM mobile communication. Then in 1935 Edwin Armstrong demonstrated about the FM. In 1946 first public mobile phone service pushed to the top. Similarly, in the 1960s Bell Lab introduced the concept of cellular system. This was one of the very important aspect in the communication field. Okay. Then 1968 AT&T proposed the concept of cellular mobile system to FCC. Similarly, up to the 1993, these are the basics of the evolution when it is started from 1934 to 1993. So, there the research which is going on continuously from these years onwards. Okay. So, as I was talking about the high data rate, who is responsible for that? These modulation schemes. That is why I just added this slide here. CDMA, QPSK, BPSK, QMSK and all these things, everywhere the modulation scheme came into existence for improving the more data to accommodate and the data transmission. So, these are the examples of the mobile radio systems: codeless phone, remote control, controller, handheld walkie-talkies, pagers, cellular technology, wireless LAN. So, these all are the examples. So, these are the classification of the mobile radio transmission systems, because we are talking about the fundamentals. So, in that you can see that the communication will be, it was in simplex form, maybe half duplex or the full duplex. So, these all are the communications which serial communication, where the transmission between the transmitter to the receiver takes place. And the frequency division duplexing, which uses the two radio channels. First is the forward channel and the reverse channel. So, it was used in the forward channel base station to mobile user. So, you can say this is the downlink channel. On reverse channel, mobile user to base station. So, this is the uplink channel. Okay. Then the time division duplexing, which shares the radio channel in the time. So, these are the applications where the wireless applications are there, web enabled phones are there, then handheld controllers, then pagers, PDs, PDAs, and the peer to peer applications are also available for that. Okay. So, now come to the some another basic structures which are used in the previously, when evolution takes place in different generations, about the paging systems, where the telephone was connected, these telephones were connected with the this base station through the PSTN, and it was passing through the paging control center to make the connections between the mobile phone, landline phone to the this tower. And these towers previously it was in the different cities to make the connections of that. Then after that the cordless telephone systems came into existence, where the PSTN public switch telephone networks are connected with the fixed port base stations, and these are connected with the wireless through the wireless link with the mobile phones. So, the first this is the first generation cordless phone which is used in the home use and communication to dedicate base unit, and the distance which is used for that, that is the few tenths of the meters. So, in the second generation cordless phone, it was using in the outdoor system and combined with the paging system, then the few meters to station, means the distance transmission distance is increased or improved. Then the cellular technology telephone systems came into existence, where this which provide the connection to the PSTN for any user location within the radio range of system. So, what are the characteristics when cellular systems come into existence? That is the large numbers, large users, large graphical area, limited frequency spectrum, reuse of the radio frequency by the concept of cells. So, in the next lecture we will discuss about the cells, okay, and more advancement of the cellular system. So, okay, thank you very much from my side this time. Thank you.